for it. I'm loving that, guys.
Time for Tit Rat Racing.
Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Tit Rat Racing. I know I haven't posted much for a while. I've been getting smashed with work to try and make some money to pay for the four-wheel drives. In short though, my mate Jonesy, Stephen Jones of Manaluna, he's bought himself a rather big block and he's sticking it in his Ford Torino. So I couldn't let this go. This is the first startup. So I've just rocked up to the Joneses in the Mighty Trotty as we speak. And here the boys are in there. We got Charlie and Shaz over to have a quick look. Spilt beer over my dirty old door. Callum's just having a bit of a kip. Old BJ Beaver's going to be back in the scene. And we're going to see if this big block Torino doesn't go. I'll get Jonesy on the camera when he gets up here before we fire it up. He can tell you all the luxuries that this thing's got and the actual size it is. I think it's just a fraction under 10 litres. I'm not quite sure, but 10 litres, guys. That's fucking astronomical. But there's a quick pic of the girl. She's not the... Well, she is pretty smick looking. So how long's this taken all up, Jonesy, to get to this stage?
Well, since I broke it, about a year.
A year? A COVID? People have had a pandemic?
Yeah.
The world's got over a pandemic pretty much and you've almost got your car going. So double vaxxed, ready to rock. I was wondering why you're hopping in the passenger seat there for a bit. She'll be good, mate. So legit, guys, first start. Is that for real or you fucking us over,
no,
mate?
That's fucking for real.
Mate, I reckon you've had this going before now. Pretty happy then?
I'm very fucking happy.
Fuck yeah, too nice. Yeah, those headers, boy, I'm loving that. That's just the header paint that they put on the headers, guys. Nothing serious. They're going to pull out something that you guys mightn't have seen before in a while. Us old guys know it as a timing light. Not a laptop, it's an actual timing light you time your two cars with. You're all good. He rocks a bit.
I'm not very canny though, doesn't it?
I wouldn't put me beer on the panel, it'd shake it
I'll
up.
hold that one. See that this?
Fuck. 27 degrees.
No.
What do you got it on?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was thinking Chevy.
How dare you?
Get the other fucking timer like close anyway. I'm holding the hose, mate. You're doing beautiful.
There you go, she's on. That's better looking.
Yeah, I was gonna say, fucking. Hello, mate. About where we fucking had it, actually.
What, you got it on? It's that time again. Keller's just around the corner, being run by a different mob. But nonetheless, we've got to get all this turbo shit sorted out in the big girl. So the first thing I've got to do is try and find a battery. As you can see, the hydraulic kit's finally arrived for the bender. As you can also see, what a mess this shed is in at the moment. So we've got a battery here somewhere, a big yellow top that we're going to run. Actually, no, I think Rhett and Steph took the yellow top. We've got a red top there. I'm going to run in there, get it going, go put some fresh fuel in it, put it on the trailer. We're taking it straight over the Huggies, and then he's going to help us wire in the boost controller and the wideband sensor. So hopefully we don't blow the head off it again. Here's the old girl still sitting out the back here. Haven't really done much with her other than we put the turbo kit all back on her. So hopefully all going well. He should be on a winner again. Bit of go juice always helps. Sounds like the fuel tank and all that's working still. I've got to work out, what did I hook that up to? Intercooler water pump. Icebox still just sitting in the back there. So I think we've got a fair bit of this all hooked up. Come on, big girl. Arm out on the other side. Callum's taken care of that, pressed out the bushes, pushed in some new ones. I've pulled all this apart. We need to replace this noodle bearing in here. Last year at Keller, when we did the front axle, we smashed that to bits, so we just put it back together and hope for the best, and it got us there in the end. But in doing so, we've had to pull it all apart because noodle bearings have gone through all the swivel hub and everything like that. So we got that sorted, so now it's the backwards process, putting it back together. Huggy's got all the wiring sorted for the wideband and the boost controller, so we're having a win there. So it should be just a matter of putting all that crap back into there, and then we should be good to go. Got the radius arms all in with their new bushings. Just waiting for the oil seal, axle seal to go into there. Absolutely destroyed the last one. Huck's gone to Revco Mundaring now to pick it up. Yeah, so we're battling on, and then we can finally get to what we originally came over here to get all of this shit wired in. So what we got here, that's a wideband O2 sensor. That gets wired into the BFG, that thing there, with that wire there, the yellow wire. And then hopefully she don't blow to bits on us. That's all we can hope.
Where'd that marker go that you had?
Alrighty, so taking the exhaust pipe off the dump pipe again. We've managed to get the wideband sensor plug in. Only a couple of welds to go, and we'll be able to fire it up and see how it sounds with the full exhaust. Shouldn't sound so much like a boat, which I'm not too keen on. I didn't mind the boat sound, but either way, we need to run it through an O2 or the wideband sensor. So, after about 600 pieces is what we've ended up with. Status ready. A lot of wire going everywhere at the moment. We'll neaten all that up shortly. Alright. I'm loving that, guys. What do you reckon, Cal?
Oh, on the money, mate. That's what we wanted.
Nice stock standard patrol until you get into it, guys. Happy, Cal?
Very happy, mate. It's finally making noises.
Another weekend back up at Hugs. Just got our oil catch can put in there. It was just basically bend a bracket up for the back of it, pop rivet it to the body. Should stay there hopefully. Got a little filter just there that we're going to smash off it right there like yay. In the meantime, been doing that. Big Cow, he's taken off our pretzeled track bar, and I'll take you for a walk over and show you what we're doing with that. Just with a bit of Dom roll cage tube, which is the strongest ship we've got. So he's drilled a heap of stitching holes in it, so we'll weld up around the ends on either end, fill those all in, and it's quite substantially heavier, so it's going to do the job nicely, I hope. That way the front end should be bulletproof with our Superior Engineering front panhard bar and our steering arm as well underneath there. So all in all, hopefully we don't bend the front end. So yeah, just quickly zip tied down there, get it away from the screamer pipe, as the oil return was sitting pretty close, so one less thing ticked off. As you can hear in the background, Cal's neatening up the track bar. Put a lick of paint on it, make it look the part, and in she goes. So I think you can quite obviously see how bent that is. Got the other one out from the other side, bent like a pretzel, so we're going to do exactly the same as what we did with the track bar. Going to put some Dom tubing over it after we try and straighten this sucker with the press. I don't know how much joy we're going to have, but we've got to give it a go anyway. Get them straight again so we can get our full length back, which probably doesn't mean a lot, but yeah, we just get it back anyway, get it looking straight, and should be way stronger. Ready for another bashing. Alright, yeah, because we had to bend it with the press and smack it with the gimpy hammer, in the end the pipe itself is not quite as round as it used to be, so the only way I can really get it in is by pressing it down, and I've got to put two hands on it, but it's making a hell of a bang, a hell of a clang. I'm here by myself, so I hope I don't get smacked in the head with it, but all in the oil, it's got to be done, so I'm going to punch on and see if I can't get some footage of it for you. Not liking this at all. Every time it bangs, I shit myself. So this track bar that we built this morning, looks like we might have put a wee bit too much grease in the big girl. Here's the back where I control arm. Got to muck around and get it in there, but as you can see, it's actually straighter. Get back a bit for you. It's way straighter when you compare it to that one over there. Bent like a banana. Anyway, I'm going to battle on, jack that axle up so I can get that closer to it, and take it from there. Alright, all said and done, you can see the weld plugs here, welded either end. Normally I would run it all the way up to there, but as you've seen from the press episodes, we weren't going too well with that, so I bowled out before I killed myself. So yeah, all in all, I'm happy with that, and a hell of a lot stronger, eh? Alright guys, so I got the take it out bush. Yes, it was running fine for about an hour and a half. and then we think we squished a bearing in the bottom end this time, so the bottom end's let us down. Yeah, I know, but after all that, we're literally 5 days out from the competition. We have found another motor. We're going to go rip that out tomorrow. Swap that motor doesn't run, so basically we're going to swap all the injectors and that from the motor we got, put it all back together, and in hope it fires up so we can actually go to this event. Can't believe it, guys. It was running so well. We only run a 6-pound boost. The AFRs were exactly where they were meant to be. They were being controlled nicely. Mr. Huggins believes that maybe one injector wasn't running at 100%, so it caused a bit of detonation on that one cylinder, and that squished the bearing in the bottom end doing it that way. And hence it still would say that our AFRs are reading all right, because that's over all 6 cylinders, not just the one individual. So I'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching. We're going to have another video up reasonably quick after this one, and either way, whether we compete or not, we're going to have Keller Barron MV 4x4 comp. On, so there's going to be another 2 episodes coming up pretty quickly back to back. We'll see how you guys respond. Subscribers are still coming in, even though we haven't lodged one, I think, like ages, August or something like that last year. So we're going to put a few more out there. We are pretty busy with work. As always, thanks to Greg Huggins. Big shout out for him. He's been above and beyond. And the Jones boys, as per usual, but they're part of the team, so I expect it from them. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.